Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the reactions of metals and non-metals with acids. So, for starting, we have to perform an activity. Let's start with our activity. Firstly, we have to know that what materials we need for this activity. Students, these are the materials that we need for this activity. That is 2 test tubes, 1 test tube stand, 1 spirit lamp, a sulfuric acid in a beaker, hydrochloric acid in a beaker, aluminium turnings, magnesium ribbon, matchbox, 2 cokes, spatula and a test tube holder. So firstly, we hold the test tube with the test tube holder and pour hydrochloric acid in the test tube. And then we place the test tube in the test tube stand. Secondly, we hold the second test tube and add sulfuric acid in it. After addition of sulfuric acid, we also place it in the test tube stand. Now, we have to add magnesium ribbon in both the test tube, in the sulfuric acid as well as in the hydrochloric acid. We observe that there is formation of some bubbles. Okay. So, these bubbles are of hydrogen gas. The bubbles produced due to hydrogen gas. Now, we heat the test tubes. Observe what is happening. There is evolvement of some gas. Now, we heat the second test tube. So, more bubbles of hydrogen gas are formed when we heat the test tubes. Now, we cover the mouth of the test tube with the help of corks. Now, how do we know that the gas released, that is hydrogen or any other gas? So, to detect the presence of the gas, we do a pop test. Let's start with our test. What we do in this test, that we take a burning matchstick and we take it near the mouth of the test tube and वो बुझ जाएगी with the help of a pop sound. Let's observe what happens.
Use the hydrogen pop test to verify this. We will take a lit matchstick near the mouth of the test tube. Did you hear the pop? Magnesium reacts with it.
So you hear the pop sound here. So from here we can conclude that magnesium reacts with hydrochloric acid to form magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas, as well as magnesium reacts with sulfuric acid to form magnesium sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Now we add aluminium turnings to the hydrochloric acid as well as sulfuric acid. Firstly we add in hydrochloric acid and then we add in sulfuric acid. So observe that there is no involvement of hydrogen gas. Now we heat the test tubes. On heating, we can observe that some gas is released. Okay. Observe the test tube carefully. There is evolution of some gaseous product. That is what? Hydrogen gas. Now we again check the test tubes. A burning, it creates pop sound. It means hydrogen gas is present. Okay, so aluminium react with hydrochloric acid to produce aluminium chloride and hydrogen, and aluminium react with sulfuric acid to form aluminium sulfate plus hydrogen. We also do same with copper and both with iron. So from this we can conclude that there is evolvement of hydrogen gas, but copper does not react with both hydrochloric acid and dilute sulfuric acid, because copper is less reactive than hydrogen, so it can't replace hydrogen from its solution. So we have to repeat the same steps for non-metals also. Metals react with acid to form metal salts and hydrogen, and non-metals do not react with acid. So we conclude that कि मेटल जब एसिड के साथ रिएक्ट करते हैं तो हाइड्रोजन गैस रिलीज होती है और मेटल सॉल्ट प्रोड्यूस होते हैं, लेकिन जो हमारे नॉन मेटल्स हैं वो रिएक्ट नहीं करते. In the previous activity, we have discussed about reactions of metals with acids. So, in this activity, we can learn about reactions of metal with bases. So, let's start with our activity. So, we need for this experiment a matchbox, a test tube holder, a spatula, some sodium hydroxide. The sodium hydroxide is here base. Aluminium turnings, it is metal. Coke, spirit lamp, test tube and test tube stand. First of all, we should take some sodium hydroxide in a test tube. Then we will add aluminium turnings to the test tube. After addition of the aluminium turning, now we lit the spirit lamp and we have to heat the test tube. So observe what is happening, that there is evolvement of some gas. Okay, so we have to check that which is this gas. So we do a pop test again for the detection of hydrogen gas. Now we lit a burning matchstick and it creates a pop sound. So from here we can detect that hydrogen gas is present in the test tube. So aluminium react with sodium hydroxide to form sodium aluminate plus hydrogen. So from here we can conclude that metal react with base to form metal salt and hydrogen gas. So metal plus base gives metal salt plus hydrogen. Now we have to see the reaction of metal with a So from here we can conclude that metal react with hydrogen gas. Metal react with base to produce hydrogen gas as well as metal salt, non-metal salt. So in test tube A we take metal and non-metal. Okay? Metal is magnesium ribbon. When we react it with hydrochloric acid at room temperature, very few bubbles are seen, and when we heat the test tube, many bubbles are seen. Okay? And with dilute sulfuric acid at room temperature, few bubbles are seen, and after heating, many bubbles are seen. When we already do this experiment. So in this I give you the conclusion and the observations. Now with aluminium foil, when we react hydrochloric acid with aluminium foil, very few bubbles are seen on the aluminium foil and the solution is colorless. Okay, at room temperature. But when we heat the test tube, many bubbles are seen on the aluminium foil and the solution is colorless. Okay. At room temperature, few bubbles of hydrogen gas are seen, and at high temperature, many bubbles of hydrogen gas are seen. When we react with dilute sulfuric acid, at room temperature, few bubbles are seen, and at high temperature, many bubbles are seen on the aluminium foil. Now, what happens when we react iron with hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid? At room temperature, same is the case, that very few bubbles are seen on the iron fillings and the solution turns faint pale green color. Okay. And at high temperature, many bubbles are seen. Same with sulfuric acid. Iron fillings react at room temperature with very few bubbles of hydrogen, and the color is bluish green. And after heating, many bubbles are seen, and the color is bluish green. Copper didn't react with hydrochloric acid at room temperature as well as on high temperature. Also, it doesn't react with sulfuric acid at room temperature as well as with at high temperature. Sulfur is a non-metal, so it doesn't show any reaction with acid, that is hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid, at any temperature. Charcoal graphite is also a non-metal, so it also didn't show any reaction with dilute hydrochloric acid as well as sulfuric acid at any temperature. So we can do an experiment. A piece of aluminium foil or crystal is dropped into a solution of sodium hydroxide. A lit matchstick is brought near the mouth of the test tube. So क्या होगा, हमारे पास एक कलरलेस गैस रिलीज होगी जो मैचस्टिक को बर्न करेगी विद अ पॉप साउंड. तो from here we can conclude that aluminium reacts with sodium hydroxide and forms hydrogen gas. Now we can study reactions of metals and non-metals with acids and bases. You have seen metallic object with beautiful designs on them. Have you think they are made? How do you think they are made? These designs on metal objects are created using acid. एसिड की हेल्प से मेटल्स के ऊपर ये डिज़ाइन बनाए जाते हैं. इसको हम बोलते हैं एसिड इचिंग. एसिड रिएक्ट विद मेटल्स टू फॉर्म द डेकोरेटिव पैटर्न्स. एसिड मेटल के साथ रिएक्ट करता है डेकोरेटिव पैटर्न्स बनाने के लिए. Metal react with acid to form metal salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay. Metals such as sodium and zinc react with hydrochloric acid to form a corresponding metal chloride and hydrogen gas. सोडियम और जिंक रिएक्ट करते हैं HCl के साथ, मेटल क्लोराइड बनाते हैं और हाइड्रोजन गैस रिलीज होती है. जैसे सोडियम है, HCl के साथ बना के सोडियम क्लोराइड बना रहा है और हाइड्रोजन गैस रिलीज हो रही है. The reaction of sodium with hydrochloric acid gives sodium chloride and hydrogen gas. The sodium chloride is here common salt. Now the zinc react with hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. The reaction of zinc with hydrochloric acid gives zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. Similarly, metals react with sulfuric acid to form a metal sulfate and hydrogen gas. Like zinc, when react with sulfuric acid, form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. ZnSO4 is zinc sulfate. Similarly, sodium react with sulfuric acid to form sodium sulfate and hydrogen gas. Now, zinc react with zinc chloride to produce hydrogen chloride, hydrochloric acid to produce zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. Zinc plus sulfuric acid gives zinc sulfate plus hydrogen gas. The hydrogen here released is tested by the presence of by the hydrogen pop test, which we can already perform in our activity. Non-metal doesn't react with acid. Metal react with base to form metal salt and hydrogen gas. Like zinc react with sodium hydroxide to form sodium zincate plus hydrogen. Okay, so the reaction of zinc with sodium hydroxide gives sodium zincate and hydrogen gas. Reaction of non-metals with bases are complex, so we can study it in our higher classes. So we have to summarize it that metal react with acid to form metal salt and hydrogen gas, metal react with base to form metal salt plus hydrogen, and non-metal react with acid, non-metal doesn't react with acid. Now we can study about corrosion of metals. The Statue of Liberty was originally made of copper. It has turned greenish in color. Okay. So why do you think the color of the statue turned green? Now, have you ever noticed iron object with this reddish substance on them? Why do you think this happens? क्या आपने देखा है कि आयरन सब्सटेंस के ऊपर ऐसा रेडिश सब्सटेंस आ जाता है? ये क्यों आता है? सोचो जरा. Old iron objects develop a reddish coat on them due to the reaction of iron with water and air. When iron reaction comes in contact with water and air, it can develop a reddish coat on them. This is known as corrosion or rusting of iron. Iron reacts with water and oxygen to form iron oxide. The copper in a copper vessel also reacts with air to form a substance with a greenish tint on its surface. This is the reason why the Statue of Liberty appears green now. कहते हैं कि जो कॉपर है, कॉपर वेसल में वो एयर के साथ रिएक्ट करता है और उसके ऊपर ग्रीनिश टिंट आ जाती है सरफेस के ऊपर, इसीलिए ही स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी अब ग्रीन कलर का अपीयर हो गया. सो कॉपर रिएक्ट विद ऑक्सीजन, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड वाटर टू फॉर्म कॉपर कार्बोनेट एंड कॉपर हाइड्रोक्साइड. द मेटल ऑफ अ कार बैटरी रिएक्ट्स विद द लीकिंग एसिड फ्रॉम द बैटरी, दस डैमेजिंग इट. कहते हैं कि जो कार बैटरी का मेटल है वो लीकिंग एसिड के साथ रिएक्ट करता है और उसको डैमेज कर देता है बैटरी को, आयरन को. कोरोजन कैन कोज द वेयरिंग अवे ऑफ मेटल्स एंड इफ नॉट ट्रीटेड ऑन टाइम इट कैन कोज हैवी डैमेज टू ऑब्जेक्ट्स मेड ऑफ मेटल. कहते हैं कि कोरोजन क्या करता है कि मेटल को डिस्ट्रॉय करता है और अगर ज़्यादा टाइम तक इसको ठीक ना किया जाए तो इससे ऑब्जेक्ट खराब भी हो सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, कोरोजन कैन डैमेज वाटर पाइप्स कोजिंग वाटर लीकेज, ब्रेक द पार्ट ऑफ ऑटोमोबाइल एक्स्ट्रा. कहते हैं कोरोजन की वजह से क्या हो सकता है, वाटर पाइप्स को डैमेज कर सकता है, वाटर लीकेज हो सकती है, उससे ऑटोमोबाइल्स के पार्ट्स को ब्रेक कर सकता है. Corrosion can be prevented if the contact between the metal and oxygen, air or acid is cut off. Corrosion को कैसे प्रिवेंट किया जाता है? अगर हम मेटल और एयर के बीच में जो कॉन्टैक्ट है उसको कट कर दे दो. अब ये कैसे कट करेंगे अब हम पढ़ेंगे. अप्लाई पेंट्स और ऑयल टू कट ऑफ डायरेक्ट एक्सपोजर ऑफ द मेटल. मेटल के ऊपर पेंट कर दो. कोट विद अनदर मेटल लाइक जिंक. एक मेटल के ऊपर जिंक की कोटिंग चढ़ा दो ताकि उसका जो कॉन्टैक्ट है वो एयर से ख़त्म हो जाए. मिक्स अ मेटल विद अनदर मेटल टू फॉर्म अ अलॉय. एक मेटल को दूसरे मेटल में मिक्स कर दो ताकि अलॉय की फॉर्मेशन हो सके. अलॉय वो मटेरियल होता है जिसमें एक या एक से ज़्यादा, दो या दो से ज़्यादा मेटल प्रेजेंट हो. थैंक यू बच्चों.